You've booked the cruise. The countdown is over. Your suitcase is bursting with swimsuits, sun hats, and that one outfit you can't wait to wear at sea. Maybe you've spent weeks planning every detail, researching ports, booking excursions, and dreaming about those endless buffets. The excitement is real, and the anticipation is building with every passing minute. You step onto the ship, greeted by the salty ocean breeze and the promise of endless sunshine. Laughter echoes across the deck as you settle in, ready for days of pure relaxation and adventure. Maybe you're picturing yourself lounging by the pool with a tropical drink, or exploring new destinations with your family and friends. Every moment feels like the start of something unforgettable. But here's a little secret most cruisers never see coming. Even the friendliest guests sometimes make small mistakes that quietly drive their cabin steward up the wall. It could be something as simple as leaving your towels in a heap on the floor, or forgetting to use the Do Not Disturb sign. Maybe you're not sure when to ask for extra pillows, or you accidentally block the hallway with your luggage. These little things might seem harmless, but to your hardworking steward, they can add up fast. And the truth? These tiny slip-ups could be the difference between just another stay and getting that VIP treatment you never even dreamed was possible. Imagine coming back to your cabin to find a perfectly folded towel animal, or having your favorite snacks waiting for you after a long day ashore. When you make your steward's job easier, you open the door to those little extra touches that make your cruise truly special. In this video, I'm pulling back the curtain to reveal 7 surprisingly common habits that can secretly frustrate your cabin steward, and, more importantly, how you can avoid them like a seasoned cruiser. I'll share real-life examples, insider tips, and easy fixes that will help you become your steward's favorite guest. Whether you're a first-timer or a cruise veteran, these insights will make your next voyage smoother and more enjoyable for everyone. Stick with me to the end, because tip number 1 is a total cruise game changer. Ready to unlock the secrets to a smoother, more magical voyage? Let's dive in. Your best cruise ever starts right now. Let's start with one of the most common and misunderstood mistakes guests make on a cruise, the do not disturb trap. Picture this. You're excited to head out for a day in port, or maybe you're just running up to the buffet for breakfast. You think, I'll put the do not disturb sign on my door so no one messes with my things while I'm gone. But here's the catch. Once that sign is up, your cabin steward is officially not allowed to enter your room. It doesn't matter if they saw you leave or if they know you'll be gone for hours. The rules are strict for your privacy and security. Even if your steward is standing right there as you walk out, they can't just pop in and tidy up. They have to respect that sign, no exceptions. And if you're gone all day with that D&D sign still hanging, your room will be skipped entirely, even if the whole hallway is empty and your steward knows you won't be back until late. So when you finally return, tired from exploring or a long excursion, expecting fresh towels and a made-up bed, surprise! Your cabin looks exactly like you left it, maybe even worse if you rushed out in the morning. Here's the pro move. Before you leave, always flip the sign to please make up room, or just remove the D&D sign completely. This simple step tells your steward it's safe to enter and work their magic. It only takes a couple of seconds, but it makes all the difference. Your steward can clean, refresh, and restock your space, so when you return, you're greeted by comfort, not chaos. Trust me, your future self will thank you. We all want to be tidy guests, right? It feels polite to keep your cabin looking neat, especially when you know someone else will be cleaning up after you. So, after using your towel, you might instinctively fold it up neatly and place it back on the rack, thinking you're helping out your cabin steward. Seems courteous, right? Not quite. In fact, this well-meaning gesture can actually make things trickier for your steward. What you've actually done is create a puzzle for your cabin steward. Is this towel fresh and untouched? Or is it just folded funk? They have no way of knowing if you've used it or not. Used towels that look unused can easily get left behind. That means you might end up reusing a damp towel without realizing it. Not exactly the fresh start you were hoping for. Plus, it's kind of gross. Here's the pro move. If you've used a towel, even just once, leave it clearly on the floor or drape it inside the shower. This is the universal cruise signal that your towel needs replacing. That way, your steward knows exactly what to do. No confusion, no awkward guessing games. You'll always have fresh linens, your steward's job is easier, and everyone wins. So next time, skip the tidy fold and go for the clear signal. When you first step into your cruise cabin, one of the first things you'll notice are those fluffy white towels, immaculately folded and sparkling clean, almost inviting you to sink into vacation mode. After a long day at the pool or exploring ports, it's tempting to reach for one of those towels to wipe off sunscreen, foundation, or even stubborn mascara. It feels so convenient. After all, they're right there, soft and absorbent. But here's the problem. Even a few dabs of makeup, foundation, bronzer, lipstick, or waterproof mascara can leave behind stains that are nearly impossible to remove. These products are designed to last all day on your skin, so imagine what they do to fabric. For your cabin steward, these stains are a nightmare. They spend extra time scrubbing, soaking, and sometimes even using special chemicals, often with little success. It's not just a minor inconvenience, it can throw off their whole cleaning routine. Once makeup stains set in, towels can be ruined for good. Some stains, like waterproof mascara or red lipstick, are so stubborn that the towel is no longer usable for future guests. On a ship, that's a big deal. Unlike at home, replacing linens on a cruise ship isn't as simple as running to the nearest store. Every towel is counted, tracked, and laundered on board. Losing even a few to makeup stains creates a logistical headache for the crew and can even lead to shortages for other guests. Here's a pro tip. Pack a couple of dark-colored washcloths or a travel-size pack of makeup remover wipes. These are perfect for removing makeup or sunscreen, and you won't have to worry about leaving stains behind. These items are compact, inexpensive, and show incredible respect for the crew's hard work. Your steward will notice and appreciate that you're making their job a little easier. By taking this small step, you'll help keep those towels pristine, avoid unnecessary waste, and become the kind of guest your cabin steward actually looks forward to cleaning up after. It's a win-win for everyone. Let's talk about one of the most misunderstood parts of your cruise cabin, the toilet. Cruise ship toilets might look similar to the ones you have at home, but they're actually a whole different beast. These toilets use a high-powered vacuum system, not water, to whisk away waste. This system is super efficient for life at sea, but it's also extremely sensitive. One wrong move and things can go south fast. The biggest mistake, flushing anything other than what's meant to go down. Guests sometimes toss in wet wipes, feminine hygiene products, tissues, cotton pads, or even paper towels, thinking it's no big deal. But here's the thing, even a single flushable wipe can clog the narrow pipes, causing a backup that affects not just your cabin, but sometimes several others nearby. Imagine waking up to a blocked toilet and a hallway full of maintenance staff. Not exactly the vacation vibe you were hoping for, right? Plumbing issues can mean waiting hours for repairs or even being moved to a different cabin if the problem is severe. That's why the golden rule is simple. Only flush the 3 Ps, pee, poo, and paper. and not just any paper, only the toilet paper provided by the ship, because it's specially designed to dissolve quickly in the vacuum system. Bringing your own tissues or wipes from home, don't flush them, even if they claim to be flushable. They're not made for the ship system and can cause major headaches for both you and the crew. Everything else, wipes, wrappers, cotton swabs, and anything that isn't the ship's toilet paper, should go straight into the bin provided in your bathroom. It's there for a reason. Even if the packaging says flushable, don't trust it at sea. The ship's vacuum system is not the same as your home plumbing, and the consequences can be messy, expensive, and embarrassing. Follow these simple rules, and your cabin steward and your fellow passengers will thank you for keeping the plumbing running smoothly. Picture this. You accidentally spill a glass of red wine on the cabin carpet. Maybe you panic, grab a towel, and try to blot it up, but the stain just spreads. Or perhaps you knock over a bottle of lotion and it leaks all over the bedspread, soaking into the fabric before you even notice. Instead of telling your cabin steward, you might be tempted to cover the evidence, maybe by tossing a pillow over the stain, stacking towels on top, or even hiding the mess behind the curtains. Or you might just stuff the mess under the bed, or push trash and broken items out of sight, hoping no one will ever find them. But here's the reality. Your cabin steward will notice. They clean every corner of your room, and hidden messes always get discovered eventually. When they stumble upon a sticky surprise or a ruined item later, it's not just frustrating, it can throw off their entire cleaning schedule. Sometimes they have to call in special equipment or extra help, which delays service for every cabin on their list. The pro move? Don't hide it. If you make a mess, own up to it right away. A simple apology and explanation go a long way. Let your steward know what happened, politely and promptly. They're trained for these situations and have seen it all before, from spilled drinks to broken glass. They have the right tools and supplies on standby, and the sooner they know, the easier it is to fix the problem before it becomes permanent or spreads. And honestly, your honesty and respect will be appreciated more than you know. It makes their job easier, keeps your cabin fresh, and helps everyone enjoy a smoother cruise experience. Your cabin steward isn't just some invisible helper quietly slipping in and out of your room like a ghost. They're a vital part of your cruise experience, working hard behind the scenes to make your vacation comfortable and memorable. These stewards are real people with names, families, and stories of their own. Many work incredibly long shifts, often cleaning 15 to 20 rooms a day, restocking your towels, making those fun towel animals, and making sure every detail is just right. Imagine doing all that day after day with a smile, yet so many guests walk right by them in the hallway. No hello, no eye contact, not even a simple smile. Sometimes it's as if the stewards are invisible, blending into the background as guests rush to their next activity. That repeated feeling of being ignored, it wears down morale more than you'd think. Imagine working hard all day, only to feel unseen and unappreciated by the very people you're helping. Over time, it can make even the most dedicated steward feel invisible and unmotivated. Here's a pro move. On day one, take a moment to glance at your steward's name tag and say hello. Make eye contact, offer a smile, and maybe even ask how their day is going. It takes just a few seconds, but it makes a world of difference. A cheerful "Good morning, Maria" or "Thank you, John" is enough to brighten their day and yours. You might be surprised how quickly a simple greeting can turn into a friendly conversation or a genuine connection. By showing basic kindness and acknowledgement, you become more than just a cabin number. You become a real person to them, someone they look forward to seeing each day. And when you make that connection, you become one of the passengers they remember, and often the one they go the extra mile for. A little kindness goes a long way, turning your steward from a hallway ghost into a friendly face. You'll remember long after your cruise ends. Most people wait until the very end of their cruise to tip their steward. And sure, that's appreciated, and it's the tradition on most ships. But here's the thing, by waiting until the last day, you miss out on a chance to make your cruise experience even better. If you want to stand out and make a real impression from day one, flip the script. Instead of waiting, introduce yourself to your steward as soon as you board. Pro move, when you first meet your steward, greet them with a genuine smile and say something like, "We're so excited to be here. Thank you for looking after us this week." Even a simple thank you in advance goes a long way. It shows respect and sets a positive tone for your relationship. Then, discreetly hand them a small upfront cash tip, something like $20. It doesn't have to be a huge amount. The gesture itself is what matters. This instantly shows that you recognize their hard work and that you value the effort they put in to make your stay comfortable. It sets the tone for the rest of your cruise. That small tip at the start, it can make a big difference in the service you receive. You might notice little perks like extra towel, animals, faster ice refills, or even special touches like chocolates on your pillow or extra amenities you didn't request. Sometimes stewards go above and beyond with proactive room service touches, like surprising you with a birthday cake or decorating your cabin for a special occasion, just because you made that early connection. Remember, it's not about bribery, it's about building a relationship based on gratitude and respect from the very start. When you show appreciation early, you're likely to enjoy a smoother, friendlier, and more memorable cruise experience. And there you have it, 7 simple things that can truly transform your cruise experience from ordinary to unforgettable. Whether you're a first-time cruiser or a seasoned traveler, these small changes can make a world of difference for both you and your hardworking cabin steward. By avoiding these common mistakes, like leaving your cabin in disarray, forgetting to communicate your preferences, or neglecting to show appreciation, you're not just making your own stay smoother, but also making the cruise day a little brighter. Simple gestures like a friendly hello in the hallway, a thank you note, or even just a smile can go a long way. These moments of kindness help build real connections and can turn your steward into a true friend on board. Who knows, you might even earn the unofficial title of Best Guest of the Week. Do you have a favorite cabin tip or a story about a memorable steward? Maybe you always bring a small gift, or you've discovered a clever way to keep your cabin organized. Share your go-to tips in the comments below. We'd love to hear your experiences and ideas. If you found these insights helpful and want to cruise smarter, hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe for more insider cruise content, tips, and behind-the-scenes stories from life at sea. Until next time, happy cruising. Remember, a little kindness goes a long way, and your crew is there to make your vacation magical. So be good to your crew. They're the magic behind every unforgettable cruise memory. Safe travels, and see you on board.